It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes, and with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Now I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton. They need 8th or better to ensure they stay in contention for the championship. Anything outside that and their fate is no longer in their hands.
The key now will be to keep in the right mindset. We've seen time and again that things go wrong if you just try and do the minimum. Not necessarily because of the pressure, but because it's different to your usual approach. They'll need to avoid that and stay focused today.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Olsen lines up on pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Devon Butler and Bottas, Ricciardo, Räikkönen, Perez and Max Verstappen, Albon, Magnussen, Daniel Kvyat and Weber, Sainz, Russell, Nico Hülkenberg and Lando Norris. Grosjean and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control. P5. The difference is 5.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 33.5. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. As things stand, will be leading the championship. Leading the pack, P1, Leclerc is behind you. The gap behind us is 5.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. First position, front of the pack, Leclerc behind. The gap to the car behind is 7.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. This is your final lap of the race. Lewis is currently in P5. The gap is 14.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. The time last lap was a 1:30.7. Nice work, that's P1. Race win. Well done.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Renault. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Renault team underneath our commentary box going crazy as their drivers walk out. It was a great win, and it means a great deal to this team. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Olsen increases their championship lead. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, I have to give it to Lucas Weber. Cool, calm, collected, a very consistent performance, and one that he can definitely be proud of today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. It's looking like the championship is already won. Do you think there's still time for this to change? That was a good race for Lucas. Are you pleased to see him doing well? Appreciate your time.